Gender equality is a topic that is a very dicey topic. Now, why is it a very dicey topic? Let me say it's a topic that cannot be discussed in one day. But here is just one thing I'll tell you about gender equality. See, if you are a lady who believes in gender equality, you will not be able to have a good marriage. Why is it that you won't have a good marriage? Because you always see yourself that you are equal with your husband. You see, uh, I've said it on several occasions, even on this particular podcast, on a previous podcast, on our podcast studio, that no matter how much or the irrespective of the numbers of pilots that are in a plane or in the crew, the flying crew of a plane or a jet, that there is only one lead pilot. The rest are pilot, but it's only one person. There's only one person that can lead. Others will follow his leading. Same thing is also applicable to sailors. Sailors, you see the most senior sailor, also known as the captain. He's the only one who is what? Who is leading the other set of sailors to what? To head, and every other person who is on board on that particular ship or vessel to get to their destination. And which means that every other person will have to listen to his leading as well. Now, why is this unique? Why is this paramount? Why is this important? You see, this is very unique. This is very important because for you to have a smooth sail, it means that you must have a cordial relationship with your leader. You don't see your leader as somebody who is your competitor. So for you not to see him as somebody who is your competitor, it means you have to be deliberately willing to obey his instruction, to obey his lead, to obey his command. But majority of modern women, they believe that using the concept of gender equality, they believe that the man and the woman are equal in marriage. Hence, if the man does A, they will do B. Or if he does B, they will do C. That means for everything the man does, they want to do equal, which is not, it's not, will not make a marriage what a marriage should stand. He believes that they should not listen to the instruction, they should not listen to the leading that the man has to give in that particular home or in that particular union. And this can what? Can destroy, this can what? This can destroy a home. And this will also not make a family last. So if you are as a young man who sees a lady that believes in gender equality, he does not want to respect, he does not seize the man as the future leader of the home that she is intending to go into. It will no man will be in his right senses to what to date such kind of lady. Even if you were dating her before you found out about that kind of philosophy about her, it will be good, it will be nice that you want to leave her alone because you don't want to set yourself for trouble or for destruction in the future. Hence, it will be right or it will be proper for you to leave her alone. So that's one of the reasons why you modern women will not make it to a husband's house. They believe in gender equality. They believe that they have equal rights with the man at home. If you have a leader and the person is the one leading you, there is no way you can have equal rights with that leader. There's no way you can also have equal privilege with that leader. That means it is that same reason that made that person to be a leader. The the the, the the privilege that he has over you that you do not have, you being his subordinate do not have. There are things that he can do and you the subordinate, you will not be able to what? You won't be able to do it as his subordinate or as his follower. So that's what makes him the leader of that particular group or whatsoever. So let's go to the second one. The second one is disrespect. You see, majority of ladies of this modern time, they are highly disrespectful. They are highly disrespectful, and this will actually destroy, will make them not to be able to to find a man who will be able to, or who will be willing to marry them. Now, why is it that, why am I saying this? You see, this is a lady who must have lived with her father for a minimum of 20 years, and she could not learn how to respect men from respecting her father. Do you believe that such kind of lady will be a good wife? Do you believe that such kind of lady will be a good woman that you can keep as wife? The possibility that she will be a good wife is not there. Now, why is it not there? Her father is older than her with 20 years, or a minimum of her father is older than her with a minimum of 20 years. That's the minimum, that her father is older than her. And she has lived with this person for 20 years, but could not know that a man has a unique place and should be respected as a girl child or as a lady as she grows. Then how do you believe that this person should be what? Should be able to respect the man she wants to get married to? It looks dicey, right? Okay, let's move forward. Let's put it like this. If you take a lot of ladies of such into cognizance, you will discover that those kind of ladies do not respect their father. And for the fact that they do not respect their father, it will be very difficult. It will be very hard for them to respect another man. So why they find it difficult to respect another man? They didn't respect their father. So they see that they have a pre-configured philosophy that men shouldn't be respected. So, and based on such now, whether we irrespective of what, if she pretends to respect you, maybe it will be that maybe you are using money as a bait to bait her. And if you use that money to bait her in to become your wife, you suffer the consequence in the future. Because life will always happen. What is life will always happen? There will always be a time that you as a man, you have a financial downtime. And with financial downtime, you need somebody who will stay with you, or who will not always, who was not just there because you had the money, who was genuinely there because they cherished you, they wanted to stay with you for a lifetime. And that's how the concept of marriage is all about. This person is somebody that you want to stay with, irrespective of whether there was downtime or there was good time. You want to stay with the person till death do the both of you apart. So that's how these people will not make it to a husband's marriage. They lack respect. And there is no man who wants to be disrespected, especially this is now the person whom he called to be his foremost subordinate. it will be very disheartening for a man to accept such kind of lady to be his wife. So another category of another reason why majority of ladies will not make it to a husband's house is because they are not teachable. Number three, they are not teachable. And when you are not teachable as a lady, it means that a man can't lead you. And when a man can't lead you, you see, relationship is something, it's all about leading and, sorry to use the word, brainwashing. Now, why is brainwashing? You will see this man and you deliberately believe that I can be able to follow the judgment or the leadership of this particular person for all of the remaining part of my life, since this person is the one that will be my husband. So I can what? I can follow his leadership, I can follow his counsel for the remaining part or for the rest part of my life. But if you are not teachable, so that means the part that you want to follow his leadership for the rest part of his life. So that means there are values that he will want to integrate into you, because you are now coming into his life. There are values that he will want to integrate into you, and such values that he want to integrate into you, maybe cultural values, maybe social values, maybe financial values, maybe he wants you to have a kind of way of a way in which you manage money, way you handle money, the way you respond to topics, the way you respond to certain issues as regard life. Maybe it may even be your own health, the way you handle your health. How careful are you with your health? He wants you to be accountable. So those are the things that you need to put. If a lady cannot accept all of this, accept all of this teaching and leadership, it will be difficult for her to be a wife. And that's the reason why I'm saying that uh, modern women on using this concept, they will find difficult to make it to a husband's house. So another thing, that's number three now. Then the fourth reason is majority of modern women believe in wedding than in marriage. Let me explain. You see, research and studies have shown that the more expensive a marriage is, the lesser or the lower the chances such marriage lasts. Okay? Okay, let me break it down. It means that the more money you spend on a marriage, the higher the chances that the marriage will not last or that the marriage will not work out. Let's use Prince Charles and Lady Diana for a case study. You can see their marriage. We can't tell what actually killed her, but from what from if you have done your research, maybe if you're somebody was who was born in the 90s, didn't work, it didn't last long. A lot of issues, it crashed, part, and that was it. But let's leave that alone. You see, uh, I can attest to a lot of marriages that I know. This is not I was told. These are the people that I know. I can hit my chest that, in fact, the men told their own stories by themselves. It's not like as if maybe we heard it from a third party. They, being the husband, told their own story about how the wife they married, how she was demanding expensive wedding, and them being the men, they didn't see anything wrong in it. They bought into the idea, and some even went to they went to the extent of taking loans from bank, and After doing everything, that was all the lady wanted. She wanted to show off to the whole world that she has arrived, stuffs like that. And that was how the issues all what that was how the issues all happened. And the rest part of the story that I think of these people, their marriages didn't even last 2 years. They packed up and challenges the lady gradually they started disrespecting the men. This was men that spent a huge amount of money on marriages, and they started what? They started the lady started acting up, started giving all kind of funny characters. And when the man was not recuperating or he was not bouncing back, as at when he should bounce back, that was the end. The lady just took to their heels and that was it. So they believe in expensive wedding than in fact they prepare for wedding than they prepare for marriage. These kind of ladies, they won't make it to a husband's house. Then another category of lady that won't make it to a husband's house is ladies that are raised by single mothers. You see, this majority of ladies raised by single mothers, especially if not single mothers that became single mothers as a result of the death of the father. When I say death of the father, is that they became widow single mother. Let's clarify that aspect. They became a single mother as a result of the death of their husband while the marriage was still in vogue. They usually grew up with terrible marital philosophy. They are trained not to respect women by their mother because they don't have a father figure in their life, and of such they believe that men shouldn't be respected. A man and a woman are equal. In fact, they are the highest when it comes to manipulation, especially emotional manipulation and blackmail on men. They play the strongest in that particular game, and such kind of ladies, they are the ones that will usually want to call the shot. They see the man as the head of children happens to be the followers or the subordinate or the members of the what of the family. So if you do not believe that a man is the head of the family, then I don't know about your philosophy, but I believe that your philosophy is faulty. So that was what I told her. You see, this lady I'm actually talking to you about, she already has her PhD, as what I'm telling you now. She already has her PhD and she's currently working. She's not married. And I don't know if she's even in a relationship. So what am I telling you? See, from all research, I also discovered that she was a product of single mother as well. So what am I telling you? Majority of them may not make it to a husband's house. It's not a cause. It's not anything. There is a dysfunction in their philosophy because of the way they were nurtured by these single mothers. Single mother raised the worst and most terrible of 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 children. They teach children to, in fact, they over pamper them. They don't caution the bad parts of those children. They cover up all the bad characters and bad traits of those children because they themselves, they don't have somebody guiding them. So they make all kind of destructive decision and also extend such kind of decision to the children as well. And as such, they don't make or prepare good wives for society. So their own children will not be make it to to a husband's house. So another category of ladies that wouldn't make it to a husband's house are ladies who do not know their domestic rules. Now, what do we say when we say ladies who do not believe in domestic rules? You see, there's what we call feminism and there's what we call femininity. What is femininity? Femininity believes that a woman's role is unique than a man's role. But femininity believes that whatever a man can do, a woman can also do it. That is what the two believes. Or they believe that anything that a man is doing, they want to do it. And that's where the women liberation whatsoever, that's also one of their destructive philosophy that they're currently operating, which is affecting them negatively all over the world. You see, a woman who believes in femininity wants to nurture her home. Let's say want to nurture, she sees her home as something that should be built, as something that should be well handled, as something that should be well taken care of. So every effort, anything that will hinder her from from not nurturing that home effectively, she will want to fight against such thing. But ladies that do not believe in femininity, but rather believes in gender equality, they don't see such as their role. They tell you that I and my husband are equal. In fact, it is the duty of the man to cook. In fact, the man should cook. If the man comes from work, he should cook. Yes, I also went to work. I'm a wife. I also went to work. I'm stressed. The man should cook. The man should clean. The man should wash the children's clothes. The man should also take care of the home. The man should do this. The man should do that. So they don't see it as a role that they should take care of. They see that they see that I should be sharing it with my husband. He's my partner. Then maybe if I cook today, tomorrow my husband should cook. Next tomorrow, then I should cook. Or if I cook this week, next week my husband should cook. So those are women those kind of women would not make it to a husband's house. Then another category of women that will not make it to a husband's house, these are women who do not know how to create boundaries. Yes. When you are a woman, you do not know how to create boundaries, especially between you and male, or you and men. It will be very difficult for you to make it to a husband's house because no man will want to engage in an unnecessary competition with another man over his territory, because men are territorial by nature. Across humans and across animals, the masculine or the males are territorial by nature. When he sees his wife or he sees his girlfriend, he sees that place as his territory or as his domain. Hence, he does not, or he is not really expecting that another male should be seen around his female or around his woman or around his lady or around his wife. So, if you are a lady who cannot tell other females, especially if they are not brothers and they are not relatives, and maybe if it's not even if it's office colleague, create healthy boundaries. There are calls that should not come at certain time. There are messages that should not come at certain time. There are jokes that shouldn't make their way through to you. Because if at first instance you should tell them, Aga, if you try this joke next time, I'll report you to my guy, or I will block you, or I will stop communicating with you, or I will you just when you fail to tell these people that you are not open for unnecessary or funny play, it will be difficult as a lady to make it to husband's house, because your any man who intends to take you serious but sees that you don't create healthy boundaries between you and other male will now see that it means that if get married to this lady, this is the way she will also be what be taking me, and be accepting other female into accepting other male into my territory. So this is not good for you as a lady. Ladies who does this wouldn't also make it to a husband's house. So that's for part one of this particular topic, as to why many modern ladies will not make it to a husband's house. So guys, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. If you have a question, you can usually drop it in the comment of this live stream. Follow us across all our social at the Facil Podcast, and we'll see you in the next podcast. Bye.